your sense of the group going into this one, how they're managing everything with the deadline?
Yeah, no, it's obviously. I think it's. I don't go sit around and talk to every guy what they're thinking, but they're obviously thinking about it. That's natural, and it doesn't. It's not any different than the other day against the Flyers. I mean, the deadline's around the corner here, and there's a lot of talk and noise, but you gotta, like I said, you gotta block it out and play.
How is OEL handling it? He's got a baby on the way
Yeah,
too, so there's
no, O's been great. He's been in the game a long time, so he's obviously been through this before, and he's been fine.
Is it possible that you guys will sit a guy for roster management over the next 2 days here with the potential for things to happen?
Not tonight,
Okay.
but it could happen. Obviously, but it's not going to happen tonight.
Why is Troy Stetcher on the outside right now?
Just his game dropped off a little bit, and Myers has been out a long time. Came in, played a game. Liked the way Myers played last game, so I'm going to play him again tonight.
What's the message? What's the message to Troy?
Yeah, no, nothing. He owns it. He knows that his play dropped a bit, and he gave us a lot of good hockey, and he's been really good for us. But sometimes they got to take a break and get a different guy in there. So it's a good chance he's going to play tomorrow.
What have you appreciated about Nick Waz?
Yeah, well, he comes. It's sort of like I know what I'm getting every night. I know that his production is not where he wants to be, and we would like it a little higher too. But it's not from doing things right and doing a lot of good things for us. Yeah, he's had some real good opportunities to score more and stuff. It hasn't gone in, but overall we're pretty happy with his game. Like I said, a little more production, but overall he's done a good job killing penalties and just being used in different situations for us throughout the year.
What are the steps that Easton Callan needs to take in the minutes that he gets to see his minutes continue?
Well, his minutes, his minutes were up earlier on in the year. He was playing, and he was playing with different lines and doing different things in different nights, right, with teammates. So, I sat him out. I thought he hit a wall. Sat out a few games. We won those 3 games, and I went with the same lineup coming out of the break, and he's back in now. Now, I know he didn't get a lot of minutes last game, but I will get his minutes up.
So he takes that stick penalty 200 feet from his own net.
Yeah.
Is that something you're talking to him?
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't. And that penalty. Yeah, you got to manage your stick, especially in the offensive zone like that. He doesn't need to get overly aggressive there. It's not a good penalty to take, but it's all those things that talk to him about, and just the simple things in the game. Like, we all know what he can do. Like, he's got great vision, and he's got an engine on him. He works extremely hard. There's a lot of good things, but it's the wall battles and stuff like that we've been working on with him and discussing with him, and I thought he's getting better. Like, he's a good learner, and he wants to learn, and he's got a great attitude. So I think Easton has grown a lot this year as a player, and he's only going to continue to grow.
This is a new situation for a lot of guys in here, including Austin. As the captain, as leader, what's the key for him at a time like this to help the team kind of get through it?
Well, yeah, grind through it. Like, he's got to, go out and lead by example on the ice, and the work ethic. And obviously we're counting on him to score goals, amongst other things. That's what leaders do. And just keep everybody in check in the room and make sure we're going out and competing every shift and playing for the team. That's the biggest thing that, as a captain, he needs to handle.
Greg, we see the news about Chris Tanev.
Yeah.
Just given his road.
Yeah, well, he wanted to try to come back and play this year, but it didn't work out. So he got the operation and went successful, and he'll be ready for camp next year.
What's the challenge when you're this far into a season that hasn't gone the way you want, and there's so much hockey left to be played? As a coach, what is the task or what's the challenge that you're trying to do for the group?
Motivate him to keep going. You never know. We're going to try to. Our goal is to get a win tonight, obviously, and just like it was last game. You got to keep fighting and grinding. You got to have pride every night, every shift. Go out there and work off and play the right way.